What are you thankful for? It's kind of a silly question, but it's something that we need to think about. Because here in America, we have a lot of traditions, right? We have a lot of days that go by, but we just had Thanksgiving last week, and it's one of those days that puts into question, what do you have in your life that you have to be thankful for? Because if we're not careful, we can take all the things in our life for granted. But in all honesty, we just had Thanksgiving, and it's one of those days that allows you to think about the things in your life, the people in your life, your situation, and what do you really have to be thankful for. Because if we're not careful, we could go through life just looking for what we don't have, looking for what we're missing, what we're lacking. But at the end, we might have missed so many opportunities to be thankful for what we do have. So I'm going to ask you one more time, what do you have to be thankful for? This reminds me of a quote from the Reverend Sun Myung Moon, who we call the True Father. And it goes, respect all things as holy. Treat them as sacred objects. Respect all people as holy, each one of them the sacred body of God. Respect yourself as holy. Think as though your mind is God's mind and your body is God's body. So this brings up the question, how appreciative are you of all these things, right? The things in your life, creation. How thankful are you for zebras, for horses? What about mosquitoes? There's a point in Reverend Moon's autobiography where he talks about a time when he's at a low point in his life. He's been thrown in jail, society's against what he's doing, and yet he makes friends with the lice in jail. Do you have that kind of appreciation? What about for the people in your life? What about the most difficult people, the people that challenge you, the people that you just don't understand? Do you have appreciation in your heart for them? Can you be grateful for even them? And for yourself, we are very hard on ourselves. Can you see the divinity inside yourself? Can you see the God inside of you? Can you see that God sees you as a unique individual that he's never had in existence? There's never going to be another you. There never will be another you. That you are the most special you that ever existed. Can you feel that? Can you be thankful for yourself even? Which brings me to another quote by Reverend Moon, which goes a little something like this. We must be humble. We must initiate from this moment the greatest movement ever on earth. The movement to bring God back home. All of your pride, your wealth, your cars, and your great cities are like dust without him. Somebody must begin and begin now. Even under persecution, somebody must begin. Someone must give himself up for the purpose of God and bring him back home. We must have our churches filled with fiery faith. We must create new homes where our families can be really happy. And we must finally create a new society, a new spiritual nation where God can dwell. So can you see? It turns out that we are the difference. God is slowly being kicked out of this country. He's being kicked out of America. But so many people are waiting for God to come from the clouds or something like that. But God is actually waiting for us to show that we care. We have to first invite God into our lives. We have to invite him into our homes, into the thoughts that we have, into the actions that we do. It depends on us whether America stays a part of God's providence or not. It depends on us. And we have to make this decision. And it starts with, are we grateful? Are we thankful? So please look inside yourself and find out, are you thankful? And how you can be more thankful. And it all starts today. Today.